Kani kadega Batesi TV, bat pidang pet yaki kubor baman kasni, balawan rasha pi da ka Orange Nissan, lom so po niya Fabricate Shillong, ringkat bat ka BDW International School Nongmansong, Langkarding Shillong. Admissions open now.
Menteri Rambak Jalau Konrad Kongkal Sangma haga khat artrik ulber arajar arpo ula lumlang ya baro ginong ya lambat ginong mikmat jong ki sengsain pertai baper jong jala banya ther ya tai sani halor ke jingja haga shnong ichamati kablakhta hado kata ya ke jinglong jingman bat ke shongsuk shongsain jong nong ba shlong hagini ki khindiat sngi baladep Konrad Sangma hagajing keren bat kilat pathai kubor ulaya tu bakani gajing yalang kabalalong hagani gasngi kalaya thirsani bat penpauru ya gajing sungukhia ya gajing ja ha echamati kat hadu ba kalat khat jubor ya gajing im jong uba lorsha hinyota bat kumjuru ya laingut kiwei pat kibar jalla.
I first of all would like to thank the political parties for their concern for the state and for the people. And based on this positive move that was recommended, I decided to call this meeting today. And I thank all the political parties that participated. It was a very positive meeting. All the political parties expressed their concern over the law and order situation and expressed their solidarity to ensure that whatever can be done from their side to bring peace and normalcy to the state and to Shillong City. They would be very happy to participate and work with the government jointly, as this is an issue that concerns every citizen of the state. Good suggestions were given. We had a lot of discussion on the incidents that took place in Ishamati and in Shillong City. They expressed their concerns about different situations like the curfew, on how it had affected the livelihood of the people. They expressed their concerns about the internet ban, and proposed that if there could be other mechanisms to ensure that the internet would not be affected, but maybe situations where the social media could be controlled. At the same time, other suggestions like reaching out to different Rangba Shnongs, leaders, religious leaders from these NGOs, time to time, to ensure that proper communication and proper channels are maintained. Suggestions like ensuring that marketplaces are created in different district headquarters so that the livelihood of the people is not affected. Suggestions were given regarding issues in Langpi, where there were some suggestions about coordination committees to be set up, and suggestions that meetings should take place at the highest level between the two chief ministers. And we informed them that yes, the discussions are on, and very soon we will be meeting the Honorable Chief Minister of Assam, and a letter from this regard has been sent from the Chief Secretary's side. So a number of aspects were discussed in the meeting, and I must say it was a very, very positive meeting. Every single member and leader who was present was very concerned about the state, was very concerned about the people, and concerned about the overall law and order situation. As political leaders of the state, meeting like this sends a very positive signal to the people. We may be from different political parties, we may be from ruling, we may be from opposition, but when it comes to the issue of the people, when it comes to peace in the state, we are all together. And we would like to jointly appeal to the people of the state, to different organizations and to different stakeholders, that let us keep our state and our people ahead of us and ensure that we all work unitedly to ensure that there is peace and normalcy in the state. So this is another joint kind of statement that we would like to give, and the message that comes out from this particular all-party meeting that we're having. Apart from the different concerns and suggestions given by the political leaders, we would like to give this message as a joint statement from all the political parties. When the situation happened in Ishamati, of course we're waiting for the actual report to come in. You're aware that the meeting ended off peacefully. There was the initial reports coming to us was the meeting ended off peacefully. After most of the leaders and officials had left, some kind of argument took place. So therefore, number one, the fact that the meeting went off smoothly at that point shows that that steps were taken to ensure that things were done properly. But yet, some arguments took place. How it happened, why it happened, we have to see the report. Number two, if you look at the reactions that took place in the city after that, were incidents which were incidents which were not actually connected in any way directly to any organization specifically or connected to any incident specifically. These were more or less stray incidents, and we are investigating on those aspects. But these were stray incidents. So therefore, if you look at the entire sequence of events that took place, more or less the situation was controlled because a lot of measures were taken at a detailed level in different departments, angles were considered, things like the examinations that took place, where a lot of effort was put in to ensure that the students' safety was there, buses were provided, Rangbashnongs were called, requested to at least provide some kind of safety for our children during the examination time. Police, of course, did their part, but if the locality people are involved, then it makes more sense. So these kind of different steps were taken, and that's why we could see that situation did not go beyond a certain point. Now, maybe people will read it in one way or the other, but I think the government has been able to contain the situation. There were incidents, which again, as I said, were stray incidents, which cannot be directly looked at in an organized manner, that it was conducted in an organized manner. And now in the past few days, we've seen that curfew has been lifted completely. Internet ban has been lifted completely. And I think these kind of measures sometimes need to be taken because we cannot take things for granted. And it was done in the best interest of law and order in the state. So therefore, I think I would tend to disagree by you saying that we did not. That this is a situation. So I think overall the government has done its part, and law and order is something that is sensitive, and I think the best efforts have been done. And once again, I would like to thank all the stakeholders, because this is not just the government. When law and order comes in, it involves society as a whole.
As we had made our stand very clear, we will not compromise on peace. We appeal to the citizens of this beautiful state to come together as one. Jointly, we will all participate and support the government in ensuring that there is peace in the state, and that we will not take the law in our own hands. And we appreciate the efforts put in by the Honorable Chief Minister and the government of the day on this matter, and we will render full support to the government. The Congress party is very clear. We have already spoken in-house about all the agendas. We've also placed before the Honorable Chief Minister all the concerns that the party has rounded up, and it would be not fitting for us at this point of time to add more controversy to an already very volatile situation. We have restored full faith on the Honorable Chief Minister on the matters that we had discussed with him, and we expect that he would look into those matters and issues. So we would not like to say more at this point in time. The unfolding of all the situations that we saw, the party now has a candidate of its own. And we are of the opinion that we stick by our stand, saying that the NPP supported CAA. So we are appealing to all partners in the coalition of the day to take that as a major factor, because we cannot afford not to have a voice in the several bills that are being scheduled in the Rajya Sabha after having received Lok Sabha assent. This is a very crucial period henceforth, and we would like to see an MP in the Rajya Sabha who will voice the minds of the people in the state, who will object to divisive, non-secular politics. We would like to have an MP who will have the courage to stand and speak, and we once again request all regional forces to support a common candidate, maybe in the face of our own Kennedy Crane, and we hope that we do see an MP that has a strong voice, that goes with a load of experience, that goes with having served in various capacities as a representative, voted to office by the people. We'd like to see that happen, because the Rajya Sabha today is no longer the Rajya Sabha of many years ago.